How do you go about squeezing out the learnings that you get from every situation for both yourself and the team? How do you push learning?
I mean, that's a great question, and pushing learning is probably the most important, or one of the most important parts of building a winning organization. And it starts to me with the type of people that you're going to attract and hire: curious people, people that ask questions, people with energy. And I always encourage everyone, don't get caught up in your silo. Reach out, go invite somebody to lunch from accounting, and you're in sales, or just wherever that's just one example, but I think it makes a stronger organization. And then the other, is just about how senior management looks at talent and evaluates talent. And you have to spend time sitting in a room with your leaders and looking at your next level and thinking about how I'm going to develop that next level. And when I talk to employees, I used to say career paths are not obvious, and they shouldn't be obvious. And if we're doing a good job as an organization, we're going to find you. So do the best. Never feel like I'm at a ceiling, so I can't move out of that. It's our job to find that person, do the best where you are, and you will continue to grow with the company. And I think that's important for any management team, to make sure you put that time aside to evaluate your talent and then come up with action plans for them.
You're known for being a really outstanding strategic thinker, but we all know that you can have great strategy and you don't have execution. It's useless. How do you drive execution? In your company and with your team?
Well, I think it comes to just down to your planning process and how you go about you start. Obviously, we do the annual plan, and then you meet regularly with them and see how we're doing against that. We have kind of a system of green and red flags and percentages, and that's reviewed just on kind of an ongoing basis. But you're right, the old saying that no battle plan survives contact with the enemy. So I think the other side is adapt and pivot and move. And sometimes people get a little bit stubborn with strategy. And you're in a dynamic business where, especially for us, where the markets, you can't control the market. So it goes back to when I set a goal of being X large or this amount of sales, but you have, a sudden downturn in this segment of the market, that's not realistic to that person. I think it's just a matter of adapting and adjusting the plan, but making sure you're measuring that plan on a quarterly or monthly basis.